Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man here, and welcome to day 13 of my 31 Days of Horror. Today I'll be doing a movie that was done in 2021, and that's 13 Fanboy. Now, this movie is actually a very fun horror movie to watch. I just recently got this movie earlier this year and decided to give it a watch for the very first time, and I actually ended up liking this one. And I decided to watch this movie again last night, and it's still a very fun horror movie to watch. Basically, it's about where you got like this obsessed fan going around stalking and killing his favorite characters from the Friday 13th movies from the franchise. But when he ends up meeting these characters, he doesn't call them by their actual names. He calls them by their character names because the killer ended up idolizing Jason Voorhees so much. He just figured he goes around and kill off some of the recognizable faces from the franchise of the Friday 13th. So this movie starts off with a young a young girl by the name of Kelsey Voorhees who's visiting her grandmother, played by Debbie Sue Voorhees, who also played in part 5 of Friday the 13th, but also directed this movie as well. Later on that night, her grandmother gets murdered by the killer, and Kelsey ends up witnessing her grandmother being murdered. So many years go by. She's now like a big name in the movie business, and she's done such movies such as Bloodlust, making convention appearances and all that, along with the other horror icons that you see in this movie. Because there are some recognizable people in these movies, like you got Dee Wallace, who is the main character in this movie, who did not play in any of the Friday the 13th movies at all whatsoever. You also have C.J. Graham, who played Jason from part 6. You also have Kane Hodder, who played Jason from parts 7 through 10. You also have Corey Feldman from parts 4 and 5. You also have Law Park Lincoln from part 7 as well. You also have Tracy Savage from part 3. So you just got so many recognizable horror characters from the Friday the 13th movies making small cameo appearances in these movies. So that's pretty much the synopsis of this movie, where a fan obsessed with the Friday 13th movies goes around stalking and killing his favorite characters from the movie because he idolized Jason Voorhees so much. So there are no special features on this DVD whatsoever. And again, this movie is actually very fun to watch. I definitely recommend checking out 13 Fanboy for those who hasn't seen it. But if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about, because this is just a very fun horror movie to watch. So out of a possible 10, I give this movie like 8.5 out of 10, because this is just a very fun horror movie to watch, and it's just very fun. The kills are actually good. They're actually not bad. But again, out of a possible 10, 8.5 out of 10 for 13 Fanboy. So I definitely recommend checking out for those who hasn't seen it. Alright guys, so that's it for day 13 of my 31 Days of Horror. What do you guys think? Have you seen this movie before? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos for the 31 Days of Horror. Later.